All right, looking at DGP Tuesday, like I said, we have 2 subjects, 2 verbs. Keep in mind that tomorrow we're looking for clauses that have a subject and a verb combination. So if we have 2 subjects, 2 verbs, how many clauses do you think we'll have? Good. Yep, I'm seeing the same. Yes, we have 2 subjects, 2 verbs. We're looking at 2 clauses. Okay. So what is our first simple subject that we found? Huh? They're saying dance in the classroom. You are right. So our first simple subject is dance. Let's see if this will change for me. Okay. So dance is our first simple subject. Let's go ahead and find our second simple subject then. What is our second simple subject? I hear Friday. I hear it. Okay. So you're saying, and I'm just repeating what Baylor says. Baylor is saying that because it says the dance was on Friday, that it sounds like there would be a natural split between Friday and it. Okay, so it does become our simple subject. Remind Bennett that I see him in practice here in just a few minutes. So looking at it being the simple subject, okay, on the second part. So what is our verbs that go with each of them? They both are was, right? Like Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, right? So are they VI or VT? Okay, good. So they mean intransitive and a transitive verb. Transitive means it gets there to its own, so it gets to something on its own. It means there's a direct object. VI means there is not a direct object and it needs help getting there. If you look at, yes, they would be VI because there is no direct object. So both of them are marked VI. Okay. Now, let's look at just our first subject and verb combination. The dance was on Friday, right? So are there any modifiers to that simple subject? Shay says there's the. Does the modify dance? Does it make it more specific? Let me ask you it that way. Do we know? Yeah. So it's not just, yep. If not, it would be dance was on Friday. So it would almost be like you're just telling someone right now what you're doing. You could be saying this to anybody. The dance was on Friday. So we have a single underline. Remember, we click on our waffle. Make sure it's on single underline and do the bottom box. And then it should appear for you. So if that's the complete subject to that part, where does our complete predicate begin and end? So I'm hearing that it ends on fun and it ends on Friday. Chase, you think it ends on Friday? So you're saying so you guys are seeing the difference between the first one and the second one, right? Natalie just asked a great question. Are there going to be 2 complete subjects and 2 complete predicates here? Yes or no? What do you guys think? Yeah, there will be 2 complete subjects and 2 complete predicates. So I think you guys are right with saying that it goes from was to Friday, right? So we will highlight that, click our double underline on our waffle, and hit double underline for our border. Okay. Okay, so yes, that's exactly why. You just asked, why didn't I do it was fun, right? And that's because there's a division in the clauses, right? So what is the complete subject of our second clause? You say only it? Now keep in mind, Helena, that the simple subject, when you have a simple subject, that it's anything that modifies it. It will never include, the subject will never include a verb. So if it doesn't include a verb, what is our complete subject for our second part? Yeah, it's just it. So then you make sure it's single underline with your waffle here. Uh-oh, I clicked off it by mistake. Make sure it's single underline. Quit bribing other to load the dishwasher. We can all hear you. So let's look at, since we have the complete subject of the second clause, is what you guys have been calling this pretty consistently. What's the complete predicate? Just fun? Okay, yeah, you've got to have the verb in there as well. So was fun. So we'll take was fun and again, double underline it. Okay. All right. So we have Friday and fun with a tab above it. I told you about a predicate adjective. Which one is the predicate adjective, Friday or fun? You say fun? Okay. So I think you're right, because fun is definitely an adjective, right? And it is definitely in a predicate. It's double underline and it is an adjective. That's PA. That's a great question. You can look at your DGP notes, but Natalie did ask the question if predicate adjective is PA, and yes, it is. The abbreviation is PA. So what we have left is over Friday. Remember that on Monday, we had a preposition. So since we had a preposition, what do we always have on Tuesday? Prepositional phrase. If we have a preposition on Monday, we have a prepositional phrase on Tuesday. So what is our prepositional phrase for the dance was on Friday? Remember, it has to include the preposition. It'll include the preposition. On is the preposition, yes. There is no drop down, because remember that we have to put the parentheses in for ourselves. So our preposition goes from on until Friday, right? So if on is our preposition, what does that make Friday in our drop down menu? Does anybody remember? What did you say, Chase? Did you say OP? Yep, it's OP. So what does OP stand for? Object of the preposition. Yes. Sorry, Baylor. Chase had just said it just before you, but yes, it's the object of the preposition. Okay. So looking at this prepositional phrase, is it an adverb prepositional phrase or an adjective prepositional phrase? Does it modify a noun or does it modify a verb? Yeah, it's modifying was, right? So we're looking at an adverb prepositional phrase, talking about a direction in time, okay? Or a location in time, sorry. All right.